What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. We're going to talk about the Denver Broncos' horrible play calling and why Javonte Williams needs the ball way, way, way more than he's getting it and has gotten it in his career so far. The dude's a beast, and we're going to get into why he deserves this ball. Okay. Before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But Javonte is literally one of the best running backs in terms of breaking tackles. He has speed, he's got elusiveness, never goes down easy. And they're just committed to playing this stupid committee with Melvin Gordon. It's like, use the young guy that's clearly got more burst, is clearly better with the ball in his hands. Use him more. There's no point in being a 50% timeshare when you have a legit stud at running back just waiting to be given the full load, which just makes no sense why they're not doing it. Maybe Broncos fans can explain to me why they're not giving him the ball more. But like, he's carried 37 out of the 84 carries the offense has had this season. That's less than 50%. That's trash for a guy that is averaging almost 5 yards a carry. Like, it seems like he's the pretty obvious, guy to go to. Melvin Gordon's averaging like 3.8 yards a carry. It's not efficient. It's not effective. Javonte Williams has 3 more carries and 45 more yards than that guy just running. And this is not to trash Melvin Gordon because he's an okay running back, but he should really be playing in a role that is like, okay, you get a series here and there. Like, you get, 5 to 7 carries a game to spell Javonte. Maybe a catch or two, something like that. But the fact that Javonte has like the nowhere near the amount of touches that he deserves is just mind blowing. The guy could easily go for 1,200 yards, like pretty much after contact. He could probably do that if you gave him the opportunity. He deserves to be getting 80+% of the carries in this offense. It would take all the pressure off of Russ, and their offense just looks so wonky and janky as it is. You might as well go to the one thing that looks like it's reliable right now. Like, yes, Cortland Sutton's awesome. Jerry Jeudy is okay right now. But like, if you want to get Russ into the flow of this offense and get him going quicker, best thing to do is give him a good running game. And when you're taking the ball out of Javonte's hands to give it to Melvin Gordon, who's not nearly as talented as a running back, all you're doing is just limiting your offensive potential. It makes no sense. And Nathaniel Hackett, up until this point, has looked really, really bad as a coach. And it's honestly, it's a really simple fix. Just give Javonte the ball, the guy that's averaging 5 yards a carry. If you wanted to, play in, like hypothetical land, if you just did that 20 times in a row with him, you would score from if you went goal line to goal line. Like, it's that simple to where if you just give him the ball more, you're going to be way better. You're going to score more points. Yes, I know he had a fumble on the goal line in week 1 in that, tough loss to the Seahawks. But like, it's one fumble. He doesn't fumble outside of that for the most part. He has great hands. He averages like 5 catches a game. But it's like when you're only getting, 13 carries a game. I think he got 15 and 15 in the last 2 games. And in week 1, he only had 7, which is even bigger atrocity. He's a guy that needs to be getting like 23 to 25 touches a game, not this 13 to 18 touches a game. Like, those 5 to 10 more touches is going to be what opens up their offense. It's going to be what makes the defense have to put an extra guy in the box so that you get guys like Sutton going deep. You get Jeudy, who can go deep. You get these other guys the ball in space because the defense has to worry about somebody else back there. And I don't think defenses worry about it enough because they know that they don't have to. I think that's a coaching thing. And last year they did the timeshare thing, and it was literally 50-50 between him and Melvin Gordon. And yes, I think Melvin Gordon had more touchdowns, but that a lot of that comes down to opportunity in the red zone, how the offense was going. So I don't put the touchdowns particularly on Javonte in that situation. I'd have to go back and look at all that, but like, it just seems very situational, and it just seems stupid to not. It just seems stupid to not let him do what he does best and just give him the ball. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside the tackles. You can set up screens for him. Like I said in the very, very beginning of the video, the dude breaks tackles like nobody else. He's like top 2 or 3 at the position. I think he led the league in it last year in broken tackle percentage. He makes dudes miss. He's a beast. And if you think about it, when they throw the ball more currently than they run it, and their O-line is not that great in pass protection, so Russ is constantly under pressure, learning a new offense and stuff like that. The O-line's always on its heels if you're passing more often. But when you run the ball more, they can actually just go attack D-line, and they can go up into the second level and just maul people, which is what O-linemen love to do. But when you're going into this, we're going to go into Melvin Gordon time now, and we're going to get a 2-yard carry on the first down. and then we're going to get a 2-yard completion, or we don't complete it on second down. Now we're on 3rd and 8, it's 3rd and long. You know it's a pass coming. But if you have Javonte out there, you put him out there and you get a 7-yard carry after the start, you're ahead of the chains. Your offense moves easier. And it just seems like so freaking obvious that I don't understand why the Broncos coaching staff doesn't do it. Let me know if you guys do, because I'm willing to bet that any sane Broncos fan wants to see him have the ball more and knows it is the most obvious choice that they need to do. I know fantasy team managers are just waiting for it because the dude's a beast. He's a monster. Anytime you give him the ball, good things happen. And he's one of those true freakish athletes that he's like a Nick Chubb. He's kind of like Nick Chubb. That's kind of the guy I think of because he's a bigger body. He's, not to be sus, but he's thick as hell and he's got speed. He has all the intangibles, and it just makes way too much sense to just let him be the focal point of the offense. That's really what they need to do, because then you'll get guys like setting the ball more. You'll get Judy the ball more. Russ won't be under pressure. All those good things will happen, and they'll actually look like a competent offense because there's way too much talent to not be getting utilized correctly and to be wanting to hand it off to the running back that you didn't even sign immediately because you didn't even really know if you wanted him that much in Melvin Gordon. I think they draft him? They drafted Javonte in the 2nd round or something like that. And he showed last year that he was damn good. So just unleash your 2nd round rookie. He's cheap now too. You want to get the most out of these running backs while you can, because that second contract is, they don't want to give it to running backs. It's very rare that they get that second high paid contract. So if you have a great running back, it's the same thing as a great quarterback. You want to use them the most while they're on the cheap, while you're getting pennies on the dollar. And the Broncos, for whatever reason, up until this point, have not done that. And I truly believe that if they decided to unleash him and just give him the full workload, their offense would probably add 10 more points a game. And I'm not being hyperbolic. I think that is exactly what would happen. It would be way better. Anywho, do you guys agree with that? Do you disagree with that? What do you think about Javonte Williams? Where do you rank him in running backs? I think he is a top 10 to 12 running back in the NFL. I think talent-wise, that is what he is. He just hasn't been given the workload, and that's why you don't see his numbers going crazy, because I think it would. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and please like the video, but please, for God's sakes, just feed Javonte Williams the ball more. It's that simple. Thank you for watching. I'm done here. Peace.